What if Deku was Enel? Part 4, the USJ. We start this off with Deku just simply sleeping in a couch in the Ark, snoozing away as it's just scrolling along the coast of Japan. We see a helicopter up above which seems to have a few heroes flying just above the Ark, as they plan to lower some ropes down. As these few heroes think they can take Enel on and his priests with no problem, as long as they don't wake up Enel. As they descend onto the, deck of the Ark. As soon as the last person gets off the helicopter, as the helicopter's about to fly off away, a crow goes through the windshield of the helicopter, killing the pilot, having it flying down to the sea. As all of them are surprised. But them being surprised by the helicopter going down distracts them from noticing a huge dog just come out of nowhere and just simply tear one in half. As then another one is seen Ramper as he pulls out a sword and strikes the back of Ramper. But as he realized, it wasn't Ramper. It was his comrade, another hero. As then he's pierced with a sword, this being the real Ramper. You really should have paid attention, as the last hero is just slowly backing up. As then he gets stabbed by, a trident. As he looks back and he sees, Fisher. It was a trap. As he falls forward. You really think you can board the Ark without Enel's permission? That is a death sentence. As all four of Enel's priests come forward onto the deck of the Ark. As the dog just simply throws them off the Ark and into the sea below. The heroes are getting a little bit more, aggressive. You have someone that can wipe out entire islands with their power, so they're gonna try something. If they wanted a better chance of actually killing Enel, they should have sent at least their top 3 pro heroes. The rest don't stand a chance. As Darkness speaks up. I agree, although it is kind of boring. As he yawns. As Elizabeth comes over. We still have to do our work for Enel. He's going to want us to play another game soon. Yes, I'm aware. In fact, I know our next destination the Ark is heading to right now, as they're going over the city. And they're going towards UA, but at a slow pace, so that they won't try to cancel the USJ. It's still night. Bear in mind. So what should we do? As Rampert's just sitting at the edge of the Ark looking down over the city. As Fisher just stands there. We should find a new priest for Enel as well. It should be the 5 priests, not 4. Are you sure about that? You questioning my decision? Darkness. No. I'm just saying, we would have to have Enel's permission. We can't do something without, having the word of Enel. Saying things, If he finds out we did something that he doesn't like, poof, we're dust. Take it easy. After all, he probably won't get mad for having a new subordinate. But we have to find someone loyal. Like who? I'm not sure. To be honest, I was thinking about staying for a while. But then again, he may just try to kill Enel, so that's out of the question. Then who do you have in mind? There is this hero that could do what we ask him to do. And who may this hero be? Let's see, what was his name? Is going through the rosters of heroes and all that, trying to figure out which of the heroes he was referring to. Yes. As he turns the name around. Slowdown? Is that his name? Believe so. He goes super fast, and anyone in his area, well, moves slow. Or, well, it just increases his speed. He's faster than the mere eye. I see. He could be useful. Yes. But unfortunately, I do not know his location, so we may have to look for him for another time. As Elizabeth speaks up, I can go search for him. No, we'll be doing another one of Enel's little games here soon. We can't have you disappearing without Enel knowing. Just inform Enel. I will take the punishment for whatever he comes up with. After all, just say we're getting someone new to join. Very well. As a huge crow then just forms in front of them as Elizabeth just jumps on it and she starts flying off to search for a slowdown. As the rest of them are just still at the ark. As darkness just yawns again. You know what? I'm going back to bed. Wake me up when something exciting happens. As he goes back into the ark. As it's just Fisher and Ramper on the front of the ark. As the Fisher does like sign language or something similar to communicate. Yes, Fisher, our next assignment will be at the USJ most likely. And I think Enel will want in on the action this time, so we may have a break. I see, he says in like sign language. As they go sleeping, and we skip about several hours towards the day of the USJ and all that. As the ark's flying directly above and seeing that villains are all in the USJ and all that, where Enel and his 3 priests currently are just sitting up top. As he's currently sitting on like a couch and all that. So tell me, what happened with Elizabeth? I noticed she's not here on the ark. Sir, she went to go recruit a new member for you. A new member? As Enel Deku raises an eyebrow. Is this mutiny or betrayal? As Ramper quickly de-escalates the situation. No, sir. We simply thought it would be more useful if there was 5 priests for you, sir. As he touches his chin. That would be interesting. 5 different competitors. I'll let this slide this time. But for this next game, I think I'll enter into the matchup myself. As lightning breaks through the, roof of the USJ, as he just simply goes in while the rest of the priests are stuck on the ark. As Enel is just basically in the air looking at all the damage the LVs caused in their battle with the students and all that. I got to admit, some of these people have impressive powers. As then he takes note to one thing in the USJ while he's flying around, looking at everyone, seeing what they're doing. He takes note of the Nomu. That thing's a walking corpse. You can easily tell it by the, rotting flesh. So Deku and Enel. Deku has Enel's powers, but he has the same mindset as Deku. So his thinking, his strategies, his analysis is top key. He knows what he's doing. Enel did miss some of those key factors, like his analysis of his opponent. He didn't really do much of that. But I will admit, Enel is a strong character. He was arrogant, I'll give him that, which was going to be his downfall eventually in the overall series, but whatever. Let's get back right on to the what if. As he noticed the, Nomu, just keep an eye on it, as All Might enters the fray. As he goes down to fight the Nomu and all that, Aizawa was still injured in this one. As he's just sitting up in the sky, watching above. The number one hero. Time to, as he raises his hand, does he notice something? As he then closes his hand, and goes directly over to the other side of the USJ, where he lands. And he lands in the fire zone, I believe, where I believe the person with the tail of the students was. As he's walking just around the fire zone all there. As some villains try to attack him, they get fried by electricity. Such weaklings. They could have done so much better. As he still starts to move forward. For the rest of the villains that tried to attack him. As then, of course, the student with the tail quirk, never can remember his name, I feel bad for that, but sees him but doesn't try to engage. So, Deku was just taking a stroll through the fire zone and thought he noticed something interesting, but apparently it was nothing. As he flies out and goes back to the middle, flying above, as he noticed the Nomu's coming directly towards his direction. Now, instead of the Nomu flying out of the USJ, this is what Enel Deku does. You think you've finished irritating me? Think again. As he simply roundhouse kicks the Nomu right back at All Might, causing All Might to go flying back as the Nomu collide with him. And also, the propulsion of the kick was a bit too strong, sending the Nomu out the front door of the USJ. So, yeah. As everyone's confused how it came flying back, as they look in the air and they see Enel. No one really knows him. Not at all. As then he's about to come down and introduce himself and all that, when he noticed a certain electric villain. The one that held, Denki Kaminari captive? We don't need too many electric people in this place, as he points his finger out and just simply sends a current of electricity going straight through the middle of the villain, knocking him unconscious. He also drained the electricity that the villain was producing. As Enel then just lands on the ground. Hello, I'm Enel. You'll probably know me, I've obliterated a few islands and all that. As then, Shigaraki smiles. Hey Enel, why don't we team up to get rid of the number one hero? As then a lightning just shocks Shigaraki as he then falls to the ground. I don't take orders from anyone, especially from weaklings like you. As he then is about to strike him again with another big piece of lightning that would have killed Shigaraki if it wasn't for Kurogiri, who sent it right back at Deku. Which he just absorbed his own lightning blast, so yeah. Ooh, a person with the teleportation quirk. You would be a useful asset on my arc. But it seems you've already chosen a side. As he's about to, fire another blast, this is when Bakugo comes in to explode Deku's face, as he just goes straight through Deku. As Deku looks over, oh, if isn't Katsuki Bakugo. As Bakugo's confused how the villain knew his name. As he hits him with his staff, sending him flying back because of the mere strength and Enel Deku possesses, back to the stairs. You really think that would kill me? That didn't even leave a scratch. As he looks around and doesn't see any injuries on him. As he thought the explosion had landed. No. Bakugo tries to send a huge explosion, like he kind of did in the training with his gauntlet. It does nothing. It hit Deku blank in the center, right in the center, but did nothing. As he just yawns, was that all you got, or shall I eliminate you now? As he points his finger. As then, well, a huge punch that goes right through Deku hits the ground, breaking the ground. As he turns around, if it is at all might. As he yawns again, I was expecting more of you to land that blow, but it seems you're obviously too weak. As he then just kicks All Might, sending him flying right past the League of Villains, being Shigaraki and Kurigiri, as he's now on the other side of the USJ. As Todoroki tries to freeze him, as he's encased in ice. Oh, it looks like someone's trying to have me trapped. As Todoroki thinks he has him captured within the ice. As he simply does this. He simply presses it with his hand on the ice as the ice just explodes from the currents of electricity. And, well, Enel Deku just comes walking out. And this is when the other heroes, the backup, will arrive. Shigaraki would get away with Kurigiri. Bullets would be coming for Deku, but if we know, you can't touch Deku. The bullets go straight through Deku, not causing any damage whatsoever. His body simply turns into electricity. As he looks up at the heroes, as he says, well, it seems so many heroes are in one place, but this isn't the finale of my games I have planned, so it's about time I go. As he simply bows. As he bows, he just electrocutes the floor and electrocuting everyone in the area, causing them to fall unconscious. So here's the people that fell unconscious. Bakugo, Shoto Todoroki, All Might, every villain in the area, some heroes, most of the students, etc. As he just simply flies back up to the Ark, as the Ark simply flies away. That was fun. But I have to get everyone into one place if I want to end this little game of mine. As the 3 priests that are on board are just listening. As Darkness speaks up, what do you mean, sir? It's simple. I wish to end my little crusade of entertainment in Japan with a big bang, a huge game. Of course, this will drain a lot of my energy, but, he smirks, it'll be worth it. As we'll see a full battle royale between the entirety of Japan. I see. So you plan to make the entire Japan nothing but a big battle royale game. As he nods, precisely. As, well, Darkness, well, just asks, how are you going to do that, Enel? I will make a huge cage all around, well, the coast of Japan, and to make sure no one tries to cheat. He looks over to Rapper. I would like for you to, well, cover the electricity all around Japan with metal. Your metal as well. As he asks, why would you want me to do that? Because they could easily escape if they use a rubber type thing to protect themselves, and I don't want anyone escaping and finding my weakness. Of course, Nezu, the principal of UA, probably figured out my weakness. Maybe. I give it 50-50. I see. As then Elizabeth with this hero arrives. Slow down. As he has a long nose, glasses, kind of like a biker. Hey, why'd you bring me here? As then he noticed, oh, is that Enel? Well, if it isn't, slow down. Hey, man, What do you want? I just need your assistance. I want you to join me, and you can have whatever you want. Whatever I want. That's an intriguing offer right there. So what do you say, Slowdown? Well, I guess I can agree to that. So what will I be doing? You'll be in my next big game, along with the rest of the priests and the entirety of Japan. And what might that be? The Battle Royale of Japan. Now that sounds like fun. And that is the end of part 4 of What If Deku Was Enel. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.